What's up, guys? Welcome back if you're a returning subscriber. If you are new here and you've stumbled upon my page, I hope that you'll check me out and then consider hitting that subscribe button. While you're at it, you might as well hit that notification bell so you can stay up to date every single time I drop a new video. I'm Ivory and this is The Ev Effect.
I think I started something.
Alright y'all, so for today's video, I wanted to share just a few fragrances from my collection that I felt like weren't really giving their full potential when I first purchased them. I felt like they needed a little time to think to themselves and figure out what kind of deliverance they wanted to give me. And so putting them in timeout, putting them in the corner on the shelf, letting them percolate, macerate, whatever word you want to use, they sat for a while, and over time they just got better and maybe a little bit more full-bodied. So sharing a few fragrances that I feel like just got so much better with time, and quite frankly, most of these turned from a like to a love. Okay, so the first one is one that we all know and love, and I'm trying to get my fingerprints off of it, but this is Kayali's Vanilla 28. Now this is actually a love at first sniff for me, okay? So this is not a like, this has always been a love. But as this one has sat and matured on my shelf, it's turned into an extreme love. Me and Kayali Vanilla 28 go together, like real bad, okay? I absolutely love this vanilla. And for this to be so simplistic, it's one of the best vanillas that has come across my nose. So we all know and love this one. This is a brown sugar, beautiful, just a straightforward vanilla in my opinion. Now, we have been begging and pleading Kayali to please, Mona, please come out with an extrait version so that we can get that extended performance. But I will also say that now this has matured a little bit, it's sat a little bit, it's gotten deeper, it's gotten darker. I feel like that also contributes to the performance as well. So comparing this from when I first got this to where it is now, the performance is a little bit better. It's not the greatest, but because this is so beautiful, I don't mind reapplying. But if Kayali can come out with an extrait version and kind of skip this whole maceration process, we would love that. And I'm speaking for the whole fragrance community. Everybody who loves fragrance, and this fragrance in particular, I'm the spokesperson right now. We would love an extrait version of this. But this right here, as it sits and matures and darkens up, chef's kiss. We love this one. So sticking with Kayali, and again, I'm trying to get my fingerprints off of this one. I also have Sweet Diamond Pink Pepper, and hopefully I'm not blinding you guys, so sorry. But Sweet Diamond Pink Pepper. Now, if you recall, I did a mini review on this fragrance, and for me, when I first got this, it was just a like for me. It was just an okay fragrance for me. But y'all, as this one has sat and matured and developed, I love this one. This is probably one of my top fragrances from the house of Kayali. I really love Vanilla 28, but this one, in my opinion, is giving it a run for its money. I also love Musk 12. Musk is just a vibe for me, but this is absolutely beautiful. It was a like when I first sniffed it, but I absolutely love this one, and I definitely will be repurchasing this one. I also said in my review that I kind of regretted getting the bigger bottle versus just the 50 ml, but now I'm so glad that I got the 100 ml of this. So absolutely beautiful. It's a spicy rose. They say there's no oud in this scent. I think there is, because that is definitely what I get, but it all blends so beautifully. Spicy, this is a sexy scent. Spicy rose. A bit oudy. It's got some vanilla at the bottom, so it's deep, it's sexy, it's beautiful. Sweet Diamond Pink Pepper. Love, love, love this one. Then we have Apple Brandy on the, is it on the rocks? Apple Brandy on the Rocks by Kilian. Now, I've spoken about this a few times on my channel before. I absolutely love the look of the packaging of this fragrance, but I hate the top because it comes off so easily. If I were to do this, oh, so now you're showing out for the camera, because this does not happen. The top is very flaky, so don't let that fool you. It does not stay on. But Apple Brandy on the Rocks. So I also did kind of a mini review on this fragrance too. I want to say this came out in 2021. I got this when this first came out. I was excited about it. I got it and I was underwhelmed. I was underwhelmed with this. This has cardamom, it's got green apple, it's got some rum, it's got some pineapple in it. So it opens up a little spicy with the cardamom, but you also get that fresh and aromatic feel from the bergamot. And I love the touch of the pineapple and the rum and the apple just mixed together. It's a beautiful scent. I didn't quite think that way when I first got this because, I don't know, it was just underwhelming. The performance was subpar, very subpar. But yeah, as this one has sat, it has gotten deep and full and just, it's matured and it's doing what it needed to do. It's giving what it needed to give. And I don't know if you guys can tell, but I am halfway through this bottle already. So I said that I would not purchase this again because quite frankly, I do not like the fact that I can't even keep this top on for just securing the fragrance. But y'all, where this fragrance is today, I am really, really loving it. So if I were to go back and repurchase this again once I get through this, I don't know, I have a better expectation of what this is going to give me. So maybe if I go in with that mindset, I won't be as disappointed as I was when I first got it. But I will say this wasn't even a like quite yet for me when I first got it. It was a little less than that. It was on the chopping block, really. But now I love it. I love it. It's matured. It's beautiful. And the lasting power is not beast mode at all, but it gives me a lot more than it was giving me at the beginning. So I will say, again, it has developed beautifully. And I think it's because it just needed some time. So apple brandy on the rocks. You live to see another day, okay? So I've spoken about this one not too long ago, and this is Vanilla Diorama from Dior's Privé collection. Now, again, this one gets mixed reviews on YouTube. I like it. I actually love it more now than I did when I first got it. So this is your citrus vanilla. It's got some orange, it's got lemon on the top. So it brings that bit of spark or brightness. Then it also has a kick of spice with pink pepper and cardamom. Then of course you've got your vanilla, you got patchouli, sandalwood, and rum in here. So I think all this really needed was time and space to think about what it needed to do in order to survive in my collection. And I feel like it's doing just that. Again, this does get mixed reviews. I'm not sure what it's lacking for others, but I feel like this is a different enough type of vanilla to have in my collection. I do enjoy my sweet and savory vanillas. I do enjoy my seductive and deep vanillas. And this one's different. It's a little bright, it's citrusy, and it's also got a little spark with that spiciness of the pink pepper and the cardamom. So I think it's beautiful enough to have in my collection. So I really can't complain about this one. It's a really nice and different take on vanilla, and one that a type that I don't really have in my collection. So it definitely warrants a spot in my stash. So yeah, this is Vanilla Diorama. All right, so this last one is one that I don't know that I've spoken a whole lot about on my channel, but this is Ivory Root from Xerjoff. Now, we all know Xerjoff, and it has a huge array of different fragrances and a substantial amount of different collections within the brand. So this is part of the JTC collection, and within that collection, they have the notes vaulted, right? So for this one, what this initially gave me was definitely spice, smoke, and vanilla, essentially, you know? But as this one has sat and matured, I am getting a deeper vanilla for sure. The spices are still punchy, but they don't come across as sharp in my opinion. The smokiness has subdued a little bit, but ultimately what I think has transpired in this fragrance as it sat on my shelf, I am getting a bit of a chocolatey vibe. And I love it, y'all. So y'all know that I'm not a huge gourmand type of gal. I like a gourmand that still smells like perfume. I don't like a literal gourmand fragrance. But I'm getting chocolate in here, and it's giving me all the feels because I don't really have chocolate fragrances, again, because I don't like to smell like food or candy. But I love the way that the chocolate is coming through in here. If you have this one in your collection, please let me know if you're getting that same vibe or feel. But it's giving me some type of milky chocolate. It's not a dark chocolate, but a milky type of chocolate, and it's good. It's good. So yeah, I don't know what kind of magic or potion is put in this whole formulation, but I am definitely getting chocolate and I love it. Okay, so this is Ivory Root from Xerjoff. All right, y'all, so this was a quick video just to highlight some fragrances that I really feel like needed the space and opportunity to fully come into its own. It just needed a chance, and I'm glad that I gave it the chance that it needed, because I would have been down some really great fragrances had I not just given it a little bit more time. So let me know in the comments if you have a fragrance in your collection that you're struggling with, that you feel like isn't really necessarily living up to the hype or giving what it necessarily needs to give. Maybe you just need to give it some time. Maybe time is just all it needs. Let me know what that is in the comments, all right? So until the next time, guys, I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.